Hey everybody, Tio from Art Geek Teaching. Today I'm going to do another collage project. Believe it or not, this time I'm going to use a 12 by 16 cradle board. It's just a cheapo from, I think it's from Hobby Lobby. But anyway, just a little 12 by 16. I decided I would do another one because I had such a hard time on the last Matisse one. I thought, you know, I'm going to figure this out, do something really simple. And I happened to see one on Facebook. I can't find it now, but I saw it on Facebook, and it was just a really, really nice kind of a landscape done with jelly papers. And so that's what I'm going to do. I actually really like this piece here. I'm going to mount it first on my cradle panel, and then I will probably give this part up here a wash with white. Maybe give the whole thing a wash with white, and then I'll go from there. So that's what I'm going to start with, and you've seen this a billion times also. I'm only doing one piece, so I don't have to be quite as diligent. Doing one piece as in I'm only going to be mounting one piece. We want to get the edges, of course, like always. I'm just going to buzz through this. Not going to worry about the edges yet. I will likely sand and paint those when we're done. This has a really nice tooth to it. It's pretty rough. Special attention to the edges and the corners. All right. I'm going to put some on the back of my paper. And this paper is bigger than my canvas, so I didn't measure to mark it. Just going to guess. There'll be some hanging out. No big deal. Finish this up, set it aside to dry. And then during that process, I'm going to just hang out, look through some jelly paper, see what I can find. Okay, just put my paper on there, and I'm going to put a piece of wax paper over the top of it, and I'm just using an old credit card here. You could also use a catalyst, and I'm pushing from the center of my piece towards the outside to try to prevent as many bubbles as possible. All right, I'm just going to flip this over and clean up any kind of glue residue. That will make it much easier when it comes time to cut this. Let's see if I can do it first without flipping. Might save kind of a mess. There's the one challenge about doing it this way. It is messy, and you will have a lot of glue coming out the sides. But that's okay, that is exactly what you want. Bubble. We don't do bubbles. Okay, I'm going to show you one real quick way to fix a bubble. Okay, I'm just going to take a X-Acto knife, spread it up there, and what you'll end up with is a wrinkle. But again, that is okay. And you do have to be really careful because again, these aren't sealed, and so you can very easily pull up this paint. Now, I'm going to put a seal coat on here, so it's not probably a huge deal, but There you go. All right. Flip them over. Clean off the rest of this stuff. All right, that is it. We're gonna just set it aside, let it dry. All right, here we go, step 2. This is still a little bit wet, but it'll be just fine. I've decided that this will be the top, this will be the bottom, so it's upside down to you. Go ahead and turn it right side up for you. And what I'm going to do first, I think I'm going to use my roller and go over this. Basically what I'm looking for is a glaze, which, you know, glazing with a roller is probably not the best way to do things. I'm going to use a soft roller rather than my hard roller. And I'm going to go ahead and just mix down this gesso. I'm going to add water to it because, again, I am looking for a glaze. I just want the background stuff to show through this. So we're going to lighten this down. If this doesn't work with the brayer, I'll just go back over it with the brush. But I thought maybe I could get a little extra texture with the brayer. We'll see real quickly whether it's going to work or not. Oh yeah, that'll be just fine. Again, this is going to be the ground down here. This is ground. This is going to be the sky. Okay, I'm going to pull that down just a little bit more up here anyway. So mix a little more water with a little more paint. And we may end up putting some color in this white spot up here. We'll see. But again, I want those layers. I want those things on the bottom to show through. At least so far. They may not stay there. But now they're kind of dulled down just a little bit. Still with interesting texture and pattern going on. All right, we're going to dry this. I think that should be good. I want to put some color up here, but I don't know what yet. We'll see up here. We'll see what happens. I decided I am going to add a little blue in this sky here. And so I'm just going to use some cobalt. It's going to be too bright, I am sure, but we'll get it on there. Same thing, I'm going to put it on with the roller. And we'll just mix it down. Probably going to need to add some white. There we go. You can see that. That's more better. Just had a big white, totally white space at the beginning, or at the ceiling there, that I thought we could cut down just a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, I'm just going to allow that to dry while I am washing my brush, and then I'm going to come back and just throw some matte medium on here, just so that I don't pull up any of the paint. Okay, got my sky dried, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw on some matte medium before I get too too much further in this process. My brush is clean. Just going to make sure I get all the way to the edge, and that's it. Just cleaning it, not cleaning it, sealing it so that I don't have to worry as much about the paint lifting off while I'm working with it. Already got some fun things going on. A little texture right here from when we got rid of our let's stick him up there. When we got rid of our bubble, we've got a little texture from that, which is just fine. All right, same thing, gonna let this dry, and then I'll move on to maybe putting in the background. I think I'll do some hills. I don't know, I was gonna be in a portrait format, but I think I'm gonna go horizontal here, or landscape, just kind of like it is, sky, ground, and so that means I'll put in the background first, which will be some trees, or sorry, some mountains, and we'll use atmospheric perspective. As things get further away from your front plane, they will be desaturated and, you know, less sharp. And so we'll try to use lighter colors in the back, getting more towards bolder colors of the mountains as we move forward. It kind of seems to work a little bit better if we break these into small pieces. And so this is just going to be part one, and we'll start the next video where I'm tearing paper and putting in the mountain backgrounds. So that's it. Have a good night.